I can hear you.
Krishna, you're recording?
Yes, I'll start.
Okay.
Good afternoon, the Toastmasters. Thank you. Welcome you all to the 501 meeting of Corporate Toastmasters Club. Oh, that's a remarkable milestone you just crossed. This is the testament of our club's efforts and dedication. Before we begin, let me quickly remind ourselves of the 3 ground rules that we follow during the meeting. Please turn off your mobile phones or keep them in silent mode. I'll give you a couple of minutes for that. Enter and exit the room only during an applause. Please refrain from talking about sex, religion, or politics during the meeting. With that, I would like to quickly remind ourselves of the mission of our club. The mission of our club is to provide positive and supportive learning environment wherein members can develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Without much further ado, I would like to call upon the stage the next person to take over this meeting. She is working as HCM sales specialist at Oracle for about a year. She joins Toastmasters Club to enhance her on-stage presence and speaking skills. In her pastime, she is manifesting a big farm full of executive talks. With a huge round of applause, please.
So many hurdles to reach you, Sergeant at Arms. Thank you so much. Thank you. Can we have a huge round of applause for Sergeant at Arms? Good afternoon once again and welcome to the 501st meeting of Oracle Trailblazers Club. And thank you so much for joining today. We are going to cover some important announcements and we have a very special theme as well, which is Women's Day. And Shailey will be the TMOD. So before we go on and talk about what is there in the store, there are some celebrations which are underway. And on this Saturday, 8th of March, we have Area International Speech Contest, for which we had a contest at the club level. We had 3 winners. First winner was Toastmaster Dinesh. Can we give a huge round of applause to him? First runner-up, Toastmaster Narayana. Second runner-up, Toastmaster Karthik.
Three of them not available.
That's okay. So due to planned leave or he has some personal commitments, Toastmaster Dinesh will not be able to represent our club. That's why Toastmaster Narayanan as well as Toastmaster Karthik will be representing our club at Club ISC. All of us wish them all the best and do not hesitate to send them the congratulatory and all the best message whenever you get some time. And this time we also have representatives in the organizing committee. To begin with, the contest chair is Toastmaster Abhimanyu. Please give a huge round of applause. Tally counter, Toastmaster Krishna. And timer, Toastmaster Devi. I also had an opportunity to become the contest master, so I will be also be with them. So congratulations to you. So we are doing it for the first time. We need your best wishes, and I hope we will set the expectations which are already there. We will be able to match that. So moving forward, let's talk about Oracle Trailblazers Club. It's a decade-old corporate club which was founded exclusively for the Oracle Tech Hub employees. It's a combination of online and offline. As you can see that few members have joined online and few members have joined offline. So this is part of the larger group non-profit organization called as Toastmasters International, which was founded in the year 1924 by Sir Ralph C. Smedley. The idea was to improve the public speaking skills, and that was the small idea with which we are a huge institution, if I can put it that way, present across 150 countries, 14,000 clubs and 270,000 members worldwide. So, huge round of applause. Great. So I think I can see online as well as offline some guests who have joined us. I would request to come forward and introduce yourself. Vivek, would you like to come forward and share a few words about yourself?
Hi guys, I'm Vivek and I got to know the club about this club recently. So then I saw it on Slack. Then I saw like Shailey's and Dharmendra's post on it. Then I reached out to them. So I currently work in Oracle in Fusion supply chain as a backend developer. And it's been 3 years I'm working from Oracle, and I have been in Bangalore from last 5 years.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm from Delhi, and that's what.
Thank you so much. Shailey, I would request you to share the screen of that form which I was mentioning. So how many of us members especially do feel that Toastmasters is only about public speaking? Can I have a raise of hands? Is it a combination of public speaking and leadership skills? Can I have a raise of hands on that? Alok, what do you feel? Just pulling your leg. Yes. So when we join here, at least when I joined for the first time, when I came here, I felt it's only about public speaking, but it is also helping me to enhance how I interact with people and how I convey my thoughts with clarity to everybody. And somewhere it is a trait of a leader also, which comes through pathways and the roles that we take. So this, what you can see on the screen is something which if you achieve, you get an award. Okay, so I wanted to share with all of you today. You can see that the projects are related to listening. So what are the different roles you take, the different speeches you do, and how many times you do it. So you have to mention the date and you need to get it signed by the VP Education, which is Toastmaster Sai Akash for the current term. And the duration within which you have to complete these projects is between March 2025 and December 2025. All of us are already doing it, but once we give a proper structure to it and we submit it, we become eligible for an award. So let's try to aim this. It's not something which is difficult to do, and all of us can basically win this, right? So I wanted to bring this to your notice. So have a look at it and see if you have any questions. So all in all, it is about how often we come on stage and take roles or deliver speeches. Okay, great. So we will do the So as all of you know that we have a new member who have joined us, who is now not a guest but Toastmaster Manjunath. I request you to come forward because we will have a oath ceremony. You can come forward here. And you have to say I do. This is my first as well. So I, Manjunath, as a member of Toastmasters International and my club, Oracle Trailblazers, promise to attend meetings regularly, prepare all of my speeches and leadership assignments to the best of my ability, basing them on projects in the Toastmasters manuals, prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, provide fellow members with helpful constructive evaluations, help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow. Serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so. Treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy. Bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits of Toastmasters membership that it offers. Adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters educational and recognition programs. Maintain honest and highly ethical standards during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. Thank you so much. Can we wish you all the best. So now let's talk about. I'm going to ask something which is debatable. So your choice is to say yes or no, because anyways I will share my views about it. So do you think that men and women are equal?
Yeah.
According to law.
Okay. Anyone online wants to take that question? I want to put DTM Abhinav on the spot. Yes, he wants to take this question and he says yes. I personally feel, and this is based on my personal experience and it has nothing to do about yours or what law says. I can be wrong also. I feel that we are not equal. I'm coming from the point where the way we think and how our thought process are structured. For example, this can be just green for a man, but for me, it is a leaf green, or it can be a crocodile green, or it can be an olive green. So the way we think and the way our thought processes work is different. Now, coming to like, should we get equality? In our country, and of course, in many other countries, that we have to take care of the family. The moment this help came home and he was full time, then I realized that there is so much of responsibility that we have to do being a woman at home as well as at work. So that is one of the reasons that this equality is important, because we are working harder in our personal lives as well as professional lives to reach the same position where men are. So that's why I feel Women's Day should be celebrated. You will be surprised to know, or may not be surprised to know, I think this was the research which I read in BBC article. Only 10.4% of women are there in the leadership roles worldwide. It gives me goosebumps whenever I say this. How much hard we are trying to reach there. And sometimes we ourselves feel that we have family responsibilities, and that's why we should not take up, because I will not be able to balance it. I think in our club, if I talk about, every time I stand here or every time I go and talk to any of the male club members of mine, I get that support which I need to grow further. So I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you, the kind of amazing men you are in our lives. So on that note, let me now introduce you to the Toastmaster of the day. She is a software developer with Oracle Fusion Cloud since December 2021. She loves to do trekking and enjoys capturing nature in her camera. She ardently believes that the world has so much to offer, and we can experience that only by putting ourselves in an uncomfortable zone. She wants to better her communication of thoughts by joining Toastmasters. Please put your hands together.
Thank you, Devi. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. Today's theme is Women's Day. So, before starting the theme, I have few questions with you all. Do any one of you know when the Toastmaster was established?
Decade ago.
Oracle Trailblazers.
1924.
1924. And how many men was part of the first official meeting? I think all men.
Only men.
Yes,
Only men.
only men.
Only men. So 24 men joined the first meeting and no women. No women joined the first meeting. So this itself highlights that what was the condition around 100 years ago. So she was the first woman, Helen Belchard, who joined the Toastmaster for the very first time in 1970s. And the interesting part is she joined Toastmaster as a male member. She didn't show her identity. So after 50 50 years somebody joined, and that too as a main member. She didn't join as a lady, and after 3 years of her membership, she showed her identity, and from that day, Toastmaster entertained the women. So this is the only evidence we can give how much we have grown up and how the brave woman has come up and opened the path for all of us. All of us sitting all of the women who are sitting here, we should be grateful to her because she was the one woman who stood up for all of us. So it's being said, bold women make history, not the sweetest one. So be bold and fight for yourself, because if you are fighting for the other women who will be the future generation of us. So with this note, let's call the journal evaluator of this meeting. He is area director of G2, and recently he switched to from software engineer to product manager, and he is master of jugglers. And I truly say this because he managing a club, multiple clubs in area is itself a task, and then to switch to the another role is different task. So let's welcome Shailu.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shailey, for such a warm welcome and introduction. Thank you so much for that. Before starting telling about my role, so I want to add a point on Helen Blanchard. Like, she's the first Toastmaster, and she has given a very beautiful quote, which goes like, "If you get out of Toastmasters, all you can get out of Toastmasters, you will never get out of Toastmasters."
Wow.
So you can understand, it's difficult, but yeah, if you are a Toastmaster, you can feel it, what I'm trying to say. All right. So today, my role as a general evaluator is nothing but a strict school principal, where I will be monitoring all of your activities, how you are performing, and at the end, I'll not punish you, but I'll share you where we can improve upon. Today, I'm not alone. We have a tag team, which is timer, a counter, and a grammarian. So I'll call them sequentially. So today's the timer role is taken by the person who is very down to earth, and he started his Toastmasters career initially, and he's one of the most humble person I can say. Always a smiling face. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Alok as a timer for today's meeting.
Toastmaster and dear guest. Today I am taking the timer role, and I will help our principal to strictly the meeting. And as a timer role, my job is to provide stick in time, and I will help all the Toastmaster or speaker to utilize their minimum and maximum time which is allocated for speeches. So, for example, table topics, minimum time is 1 minute, and maximum time what we assume it is 2 minute time. So for 1 minute time, we're supposed to show the green card, and for after 30 seconds we will show the yellow card, and for 2 minutes, we will show the red card for table topics. And after 30 seconds is the grace period time again given to wind up the speeches. And I think today we are having 2 speeches, and for speeches, ideally, I think minimum time is 5 minutes is supposed, and maximum time what we assume is 7 minutes. So for 5 minutes, I help with a green card, so I can initiate that your minimum time is over, and for 6 minutes I can show the yellow card, and for to initiate the binding part of speech I will show the red card. So after 30 seconds, I hope the speaker will bind up and finish their speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Alok, for stating the timing guidelines. Now it's time to call on the counter of today's meeting. He is one of the backbone of our club. If you can ask him we need this role. Can you take it? Even if it's a TMOD role also, he'll never say no. He's always up in taking any of the role. And I think he's the person who has 100% attendance in our club. And he's a avid TT and a badminton player. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Toastmaster Abhinav.
So today I'm taking the role of accountant. So as an accountant, so I will be so I'll just tell the purpose of the accountant is to note the words and sounds that are used as a crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. So during the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds, including and er. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. So I will come and with the report at the end of the session. So
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Arindra. Now it's time to call on the English teacher of today's meeting, that is we call the grammarian. She is the Swar Kokila of our club. She is one of the go-to person whom you can go and ask for any task. She is excited about bike ride and doing the adventure activities. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Toastmaster Abhibsha as the grammarian.
Thank you for that introduction. So I'll quickly describe my role. As a grammarian, I'm supposed to provide you a word of the day, which is right there, and a phrase of the day, which is also right there. I'll just explain in a bit. So the word of the day for today is gingerly. It doesn't come from ginger. Gingerly means cautiously or carefully. It is an adverb, so you can use it to describe a word more. So for example, I gingerly drove through the alleyway, which was filled with cats. So I carefully drove through, or I gingerly drove through. Another example could be, I gingerly scanned through the document to find my name. I carefully or cautiously scanned, something like that. So gingerly means cautiously or carefully. Please try to use it whenever you speak. And phrase of the day is to drive home. So this phrase or idiom is used to make a point more effectively or forcefully. When you're taking a key takeaway from something, you use that. So for example, to drive home, for example, our club, the support that we give each other drives home the importance of community. So that is an example. So basically it states the importance of community or drives home. And Harry Potter movies drives home the message of power of friendship. So that is another example. So these are the two things. Please try to use this. I will also mention who all have used the word of the day and phrase of the day. And I'll also mention some good grammar and vocabulary usages at the end of the meeting. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhibsha. Now let me get the brownie point. So as a general evaluator, I will gingerly watch out the today's meeting. And at the end, I will drive you all to home with my effective feedback. Thank you so much. Now back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
So after such a warm introduction, her tag team, let's go to the first speaker. So before that, we will introduce the evaluator of the day. Evaluator of the first speaker, that is Abhinav. He is the founding member of Oracle Trailblazers Club, and he is a distinguished Toastmaster. If you know him, he is the one person who will be taking the role at any time, and he is the guiding force for all of us. If anybody has any issue, you can just go to him and he will solve it. He is the headmaster of the school, you can say. And he holds a master degree from the BITS planning, and he is the backbone of the club. So over to Abhinav.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kelly, and happy Women's Day. Upcoming Women's Day, all the women and all the men. I'm not the founding member of the club. That's one clarification. I joined after 1 year of its start. Anyways, so today I'll be doing evaluation for one of the speakers, Abhimanyu. The speech is about vocal variety in body language. So for the member is to practice vocal variety of body language to enhance the speech. I'll be looking for whatever gestures or voice modulation they do and how it affects their speech as well. Timer, please note, timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. All the best to the target speaker. Back to you, Toastmaster Shailey. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhinav. So coming to the speaker, that is Abhimanyu. He is a senior account manager in Oracle sales team. And last time he gave a speech and he told us everything about the marketing and all. And one thing I remember from that speech is rejection is the ultimate goal. Don't feel bad if you're getting rejected for anything. So one takeaway. And he's a really good chess player. And every time I meet him, he's saying, go to this place, go that place. This club is really good. You should go there. So if you are a chess player, go to him and he will be your master. So background. So calling to the Abhimanyu.
Yes.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. The topic of my speech is how I learned to listen. I want to start by asking a question. Who's the most powerful person in your life? Can one of you?
Mother.
And what's the most powerful device that you all have?
Mobile.
Correct. So there's one common thread between these two, which is both of these, your mother and your mobile, they listen to you all the time, right? No matter what you do, right? So if you think about it, who is more powerful in the equation? The person who's speaking or the person who's listening? It's actually the listener who has the power, right? So with that context, I wanted to, give you a framework of why we should listen, how we can listen, when we can listen, and whether we should listen or not. The ability to listen is a very powerful human skill. Let's talk about KBC, for example. It's one of the longest running TV shows. People know that they are not going to earn a crore or 5 crore, 7 crores, but they still join because there's a moment in the show where the person speaks about their life story. And they get to speak about it and they know lakhs are listening and Amitabh Bachchan is listening. And that emotion itself is so powerful that the show is super successful. And there's a power of, listening. So why listening is what I'm trying to answer. Let's look at the other side. Who's the most hated person in your life? One of the people that we don't really like, right? And invariably, the most difficult thing that we have usually with our managers is to getting them to listen to what we are thinking of, right? So when we feel we are not being listened to, we feel slighted, we feel very bad. If you look at a road rage scenario, right, there are the first 5-10 seconds when people come out of the car and there's that 5-10 second period where the tuning is set. People get defensive and you come out and then let's think about the intent of when they speak. Are they speaking to express their anger? Are they speaking to defend themselves? The intent of the communication is never really to exchange value, right? And that's where you understand that if you are not listening to someone, you're making a cardinal sin, and things then go downhill very fast, right? I'll give you, there are tons of examples. We work on with companies that do analytics, anything that you do on phone. There are people who have made a business out of just listening, and listening is also not only spoken, but what your interactions are on an app, etc. They have a structured way of understanding, okay, these are the 5 things that this guy does, and then he or she purchases something on the app, right? So it's a very powerful tool. I'll give you one more example. Let's say you have a viral, and after a couple of days you go to a doctor, right? Example one, you come into the room, and the moment you walk in, the doctor says, okay, what's wrong? You say, I have fever. The moment you say fever, he has started writing something on the prescription page. And before you sit, there's already something written, and he'll ask you, okay, is there sneezing also? Show me your tongue. Just one very quick. And within 15 seconds, he tests it off and he says, okay, take these medicines 3 days, and that's it. Second scenario. This has also happened to many of us. You come in, and there's this person with a proper pen, paper, and they say, okay, so what happened? Oh, fever. Okay, so how many days? Do you feel more tired in the mornings, evenings? Okay, show me your tongue. Let me hear your breathing. And they spend every time you say, okay, I have headaches in the evening when I have coffee, whatever you say, right? And when they listen to you, say, okay. And then they write a big log on the paper, right? On the piece of paper. And this happens for 10-15 minutes. And then they finally say, okay, take these medicines for 3 days, you should feel better. Obviously, we are more inclined to follow the prescription of the second. But in reality, the first doctor is most likely to be a competent doctor who knows what's happening. There's viral in the air. So he already knows looking at you. But the other doctor is an intern. He's just trying to figure out what's going on. So they're writing, making notes. They are very scared of making a mistake. But that's the power of listening, right? Because when you go out and you feel you were listened to, you feel the medicine or the prescription is going to help you, right? So it's not very objective, right? And listening can happen in a lift also. If you look at when you walk into the office, you look at someone. If someone is getting late for a meeting, they are stressed. Their behavior, their body language would be different. There are 2-3 people in a group. You can see what they are trying to convey to each other, or they are trying to impress a third person. You can listen quietly to their body language as well, right? Then let's talk about why we don't listen. See, we know listening is powerful. Listening can help you create influence, but why don't we listen? The first thing that happens is the way our brain is designed. It's like there's a book called Quiet Leadership. The first chapter talks about how if you visualize a jungle, there are different animals and different relationships between these animals. There are some hunter, there are some animals on top of the food chain, bottom of the food chain, and they exit and enter. Let's talk about 1 square kilometer, one space of a forest, right? There's so much variety in it, interrelationship between different animals, and it's dynamic, weather changes, season changes, that your brain, but the forest is still able to understand what that hierarchy is. And they say that 1 millimeter square of your brain can hold more information than that 1 square kilometer of forest. So what we have is our brains, they are like a deep jungle where you have different relationships, different puzzles that are pieced together in a certain way. And when you listen to someone, you're trying to fit a new puzzle piece into the puzzle, big puzzle that is already in your head. And what happens there is, it becomes very difficult for you to fit a new idea, and that's where you kind of start disengaging with someone. You also stop listening when you feel the other person doesn't have any value to add, etc., etc. So probably we can ask ourselves why we don't listen when we don't listen, and be better listeners. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful speech, Abhimanyu. So, coming back to our theme, that is. Sorry. So we have already saw that so many women have already taken the steps and they became they already cleared the path for us. So why we are still celebrating Women's Day? So do you guys think we have cleared all the paths and everybody's equal now? No, what do you guys think? Any experience? Anybody wants to share?
My wife, when she got
pregnant, I realized that the kind of career that she took was very long, and the pressure you have when you have a 1 year or a 2 year old kid waiting, the caretaker will go at 5 p.m. and you just have 2 hours to get off your work. That kind of pressure I could never imagine. And I've seen that improve her as a person, but it's an uphill task. Maybe today it's not.
Exactly. And I have some similar kind of, not similar, very different situation. But I was in college and I was returning from my college, from my class, and it was a very summer day, very hot day, and everything was boiling around me. And we went to the hostel, and we suddenly hear news that one girl committed suicide. And many of and suddenly there was something that we thought maybe it's because of the marks she committed suicide, or maybe because of some guy, some boyfriend, she committed suicide. But the reason she committed suicide was surprising. She committed suicide because she was forced to marry someone and she wanted to study. So this itself is an incident that we can say that it's we may be one of the privileged, but not everybody is getting that opportunity to just to study. That's something so basic that that's not even a law. We shouldn't take it as a law that that's a law. She should be granted a study. She should be given that opportunity to study. But she wasn't given any opportunity, and the situation gets so far that she has to commit suicide just to prove that she wanted to study. So we are still not in the same place, and this whole story itself says that so much work has to be done. Yeah. So yeah, that's all. So coming to the table topics, let me introduce to the today's table topic master, Devi. She is the president of our club and she joined Oracle in 2023. And within 1 year or so, she changed the project itself because she wants something new. So let's welcome Devi and her.
Yeah, I get bored soon. But this was the fastest because 3 years is my gestation period of getting bored. So we will get on to the table topics. I promise that I will not scare any one of you today, and I have worked really hard on myself and tried to become more relatable. So to give you the context, Vivek, since you're coming for the first time, and for the rest of the members, table topics, as the name suggests, or as we commonly called as, it's an impromptu speech. So once you come forward or once you volunteer yourself, I will give you a topic, and you have to speak on that particular subject between 1 to 2 minutes. Otherwise, you will not be eligible for the voting that we will have. So going by that, let me see who will be the first volunteer to come forward today. Okay, I have quite a reputation. Anyone who wants to take up on it? Okay, Dinesh. So my immediate past president has come to the rescue. Okay. I'm trying to be like, okay, a day without women, impact and reflection.
A day without. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, there is a positive side, there is a negative side. A day without women, when you say, that would definitely drastically reduce the population, which is a burning problem right now. So that might be, just finding the silver lining of it all, that at least the population will reduce. But the negatives, the cons would outweigh this tiny sliver of silver, because it's not possible. Like, we can just, you can interview any person, talk to any person. It is not possible that the most important person in their life definitely somehow or the other would be a woman. And Needless to say, for me, it's my mom. I take a lot of inspiration from her. As I think Abhimanyu also mentioned, that it's just not a job. Uh, like motherhood is not a job. She is managing motherhood as well as a job of her own. So um, it's very morbid to think of a world without women, and we actually look forward to a world where there are more women because that's how our society is going to progress. That's the only solution. Less women is not the answer. More women is not exactly more. Let's make it equal. Too much women, I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the impact. Let's wait and watch. So thank you. It was easy. It was easy, Devi. Relax.
So I think Toastmaster Dinesh. Okay. So Toastmaster gingerly explained what the world would be without women. I know it's a very tricky side to be in, and the way you explained about your mom, the importance and the different work or task or multitasking we have to do. So thank you so much for sharing your views on that. Of course, you rightly mentioned that it has to be a balance. We don't need more women and we don't need less of them. It has to be balanced. And of course, the gender ratio is anyways on the lesser side.
We don't need more men.
Exactly. So I was trying to be like subtle
Agree.
and
I agree.
say that. Who would like to go next? As you said, as you saw that Toastmaster Dinesh said it was a difficult topic. Hi. That one superpower that every woman should have.
Well, I think the one superpower that every woman should have is something that she already has. It's just latent within her. And as we grow older, we realize it. And I think that is the ability to stand up for ourselves. And when we are kids, we assume the world is perfect, everything is fun and dandy. But as we grow older, we realize that it is not so. And things are different. And we notice that our mothers are treated differently compared to our fathers in the family. And as we grow outside and get out of our houses, come to college or work or whatever, we realize that the treatment is slightly different when it comes to women too. And over time, we realize that we just a lot of our peers, we see them accepting this behavior as if everything is okay, and we notice that we don't want to do that. And I think within every woman there is a feeling, there is this rebellious streak that I see, wanting to stand up for yourself, to say no, this behavior is not acceptable. And I think that is a superpower that every woman should have. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Dakshayani, for that. You did not get carried away by the topic, but you brought in like the power that we already have. It is all about how we showcase to it. What happens with women, again, personal experience, that we wait to reach that ticking point and we keep accepting the things the way they are and then we burst out. So maybe taking small steps that it can be as simple as I do not want coffee, I want tea today. So it can be as basic as that. And then once it becomes our habit to standing up for ourselves or just telling that I don't want to wear black, I want to wear white, we will go a long way. And since our mothers were not like that, for us it takes uphill task to practice. So sooner or later we will reach there. So who would like to go next? Vivek, would you like to give a chance?
Yes, sure.
Girls can do anything.
Yes, I completely agree with the point that girls can do anything because nowadays we can find girls in every field because they are able with all of the talents and even the physical ability. And there are many points where they are more than men also, like the emotional quotient we can see. So girls, somehow their emotional thinking and their availability is different than men. So that way, even in fields we can see, like in psychologists, or as the point mentioned by the speaker for listening, those are the points where we can see that girls can be empathetic. And for the fields where like physical ability, also like girls have immense strength, and especially in India, we can see that many of the medals which are backed by India, girls bring them. So and in the current situation, the number of the girls doing more things is increasing, because as we can see that the number of girls in our room setting is nearby equal, and I hope that in all over the corporate it keeps on increasing as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that speech. It just reminds us that girls not only can do anything, but they can do more and beyond. It's just a matter of opportunity. So if we have it in us, as I mentioned in the beginning also, that we are different because the way we look at things and the way we think is different. We just need that one chair in the boardroom to represent us, and we can do more than what you expect us to do. Who would like to go next? Oh, nice. You are encouraging me to be a. Please come forward. Then you can come. Okay. Please come. I'm trying to get an easy one for you.
Thank you.
The art of self-care, it is not based on theme, it's just anything you can talk about. Art of self-care.
This is out of blue actually.
Okay, I'll give you a different topic. Women, the ultimate multitaskers? No? Okay. Think. Your mom.
I can give a little bit.
Okay.
So being in a family, like every cousin of mine is a boy. Like I never had a sister or elder sister or younger sister, so it's really tough for me. So the only woman whom I have watched from childhood is my mother. So when she started her career during her early days, she started as a bank clerk. So and when she married to my father, her salary is more than my father, and it was a very different weird situation that was happening, and the family situations were happening that because woman is already getting paid more than the men, so it is not a normal situation. So she decided that she always says that she decided that so and that's the time when I was born. So to handle me also and to take care of me, she decided to study for a government teacher's job, so that she can give time for me and she can take care of me. So back in the day, she was doing her job from morning 9 to 7 in the bank, and she used to come home and study for government school, and then she cracked the exam within 1.5 months. So I was always amazed to listen that story again and again. So yeah, this is a little bit of my mother.
Thank you. Sorry to scare you, Manjuna.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, another classic example of how women sacrifice, because I think it is so inbuilt in us, right? We don't even think that we are doing something extraordinary, where it was you have to say that it was a classic situation where my mom was earning more than my dad, because mostly men earn more than women. It's a theory and it's a proven research. And then she thought of taking up a teacher's job to support you and to help, to be there for you all the time. So yes, women are multitaskers. So that was his topic, and Vivek's topic was girls can do anything. Would you like to come? I do have. I have 10 topics. Okay. Easy one. If I were a woman for a day.
Oh, that's a very favorite topic. So, first of all, I'm Gaurav. So, let's start if I were a woman for a day. So, actually, I used to practice in a college club masquerades in IIT being a woman. So, I can be a woman in my sleep. So, I have played the role. So, one thing that when I become female character is that I can sense the feminine power that they are having, the power that they can show to others, and the power that they can use to change the world. So, what I feel is that men need to take actions to do this, do this, do this, but women can certainly say, I don't know, and the men will take all the action. So, or maybe if the man is too close to the woman, then they can actually sometimes use their feminine energy to control the men also. That can be debatable. So, coming to the real part, everyone has feminine and masculine in them. So it's your choice whether you want to enable that feminine power in you or the masculine power in you. So even in sometimes I also behave like a woman because it is a human tendency to behave like that. So a woman will behave because she is trained by the society to behave in that way from the history, and a man behaves because he is trained to behave like that from the history. So even I, being a junior, behaves like women sometimes because that's not because I am a man or I am a woman. That's because what part of my history has made me to come here. So that's very important point that we should realize that it's not about anything. It's about like how you are energizing your energy. What is emotions? Emotions are energy in motions. So what emotions are leading you to feel that things are basically making you act that way. So as Devi said, like this is not green, this is leafy green or something like that. So because I will not focus on that area, I have a different area of focus. Oh, there's a cup, there is a medals there. So she is focused on that because there has been history. Now you need to see in that. Okay, there is emotions, there will anything. I will take not much of your time, but that's all from my side. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
The way you expressed and you told that, yeah, I think all of us had a good laugh, but then you brought in a very important topic that it's all about conditioning and from the history how a man should behave and how a woman should behave. However, I know that you would have read in your school or colleges when you studied history, men also used to wear ornaments and women as well. We men also used to do singing and all, and then it became very categorical about men will go to war and women will stay at home and take care of the family. It's again a different subject, and maybe I will cover when I become TMOD sometime. But yes, it has been a progress which happened, and so much of conditioning that even now we behave only in that box behavior. There are certain people who broken the stereotype, and there are certain men who dress up like women and they love to do so. So it's a very Herculean task to do that because they are ridiculed. So I won't say personally, I professionally know two such men who dress up like a woman because they like being dressed like a woman instead of being dressed up like a man. So that's a journey and that's a choice, and it's a difficult choice to make. Anyone else would like to come forward? Anyone online? I think we had only one online Toastmasters Dinesh who picked up. the hero of the day, as Abhinav said. Manos.
I'll
Jiten,
go.
Abhinav?
No,
Okay.
but sure.
I think I had one topic specially for you.
Be controversial, otherwise I'll not.
Abhinav. She said, especially for you. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
I would have left the meeting.
Okay.
No, just kidding.
Just kidding, DK Abhinav. So the topic is strong women, strong world. Strong women,
Strong
strong
women?
world.
Strong what? Second part?
Strong women, strong world. Dunya.
Okay. 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 If women become stronger and how the world is right now, there's going to be surely some differences. That's for sure. And to make women stronger, people are making effort, women are making effort, society is making effort in itself. But as soon as they become stronger, like they say, somebody wants to pull them down. It could be women themselves, could be men, or society in general. We have seen that whenever somebody does something extraordinary from a women's side, there are more men coming up or more women trying to pull them down. We have seen that across. So suppose a woman rises in a corporate setting, rises in a professional setting, we know what kind of allegations people make. So strong women, strong world, I don't know. But for sure, we need more stronger women to have more such examples. So I don't know how the world will become stronger or not, but I'm pretty sure when women become stronger, the world will change. How it is. For sure, right now it's a patriarchal world. More more powerful people are mostly men. And when women becomes powerful, there are a lot of allegations or some bad mouthing is done usually. So when really a woman becomes really strong, be in terms of sports or be in terms of politics or in corporate, we have seen some examples. I think we need more examples like that. We need more women to break the cycle of society and become stronger. And then we'll see how the world becomes. I'll just give an example of how the society is changing. I was coming from the airport. I just got Chinnaswamy Stadium, coming home. And the crowd was so much there, which I didn't really realize there's a match going on. I thought it was an IPL match, but it was WPL match, Women's Premier League. It was RCB, women versus something. So that was a great thing to see. That now for women's match also, the sort of lot of crowd is there. That means they're getting stronger. That's what we need to see more stronger women. Thank you.
So much DTM Abhinav. Though you did not say it out loud, but what I felt is from your speech, you wanted to convey that it has to be a balance, or now the society is patriarchal, so the stronger one is not giving much opportunity, or it has become a little bit of imbalance, and that's why we have Women's Day. And we have to see how the world would be it if we change the sides. It's not about changing the sides, because once you become stronger, it's a huge responsibility, and how you take care of the weaker sections of the society is all that which is going to make a difference. So that's what I understood from your speech. Toastmaster Shailey, are we good to close, or I do have more topics if you want, but then you can decide. We can close? Okay, then over to you, Toastmaster Shailey. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming forward for the table topics.
Thank you, Devi.
Thank you.
Thank you for the amazing topics, Devi. And one was a really good one. So coming back to the theme. So we noticed how much important the education is, but we can see all these cases are there, right? All these things women somewhere go through. This child marriage, that's what about to happen with one of my batchmates, right? And she committed suicide. So how much important? So for all these violence, the rules are being made, the laws are made, but for that also you need awareness, right? So if you're not giving that simple right of education to a girl, they will not ever be able to fight against any of these things. And especially when you, even if you know you need some protection, right? Somebody to protect you if you are like, standing against any of these things. And surprisingly, most of our usually families, not Indian, people don't support them. Even if the rape has happened, so many, well, only 1-2% girls are actually reporting the issue. So all I can say is awareness and protection is one of the issue. And if they are not independent, they can't protect themselves. Even we know that police are very strong, but police are also very good. But who are those police members who are going to that village and taking that post? There are very few men's that, well, not men's, very few people who are actually going to the village and taking that post. So actually, whosoever in that area who is in the police, they are also kind of in that mentality also, that they shouldn't be strong enough. The girl, we shouldn't educate the girl that much. There are some section of men who thinks if we educate them, they become more powerful. If the woman is earning more, they become more powerful. And whatever reason, if they are doing well, they become more powerful. And what's wrong in that? Everybody should have a power. They should be able to choose between what's right and what's wrong for them. So giving power to anybody is not wrong. It's just for some section of men, it's a threat for them that why they will be equal to us. So as all of us, whosoever is sitting here, we all know Indra Nuri, right? So I always gave her the example, I think. So I think her husband and her father is one of the biggest pillar. What she is because of them, because her husband never judged her that she is not feeding their kid, or she is not dropping and taking the kid from the school, or not attending the school meetings. So his husband never judged, and she was, I guess she was 1930s or 1940s. I am not 40s, 96, 70s. I am passed out, and her father forced to make her go to the IIT. Sorry, IIM. Her mother took a, what do you say, food strike. She did a food strike. She said, I will not eat or drink anything if my daughters are going to go the IM, because this is the time they should get married. And she took that fight, and her father said, let her do whatever she wants, we will take care of you. So that kind of men are also there, and whoever sitting here, I know everybody somewhere wants that equality to happen. So it's our responsibility to make it happen. So yeah, let's take this pledge that if anything we see not going in the direction, we will speak up and stand up for anybody and become shoulder for each other. So coming back to the normal duty. So let's call the evaluator Abhinav for the first speaker one speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shailey. All right, so we heard a great speech by Toastmaster Abhimanyu today. He touched upon one of those most important subjects or aspects of communication, listening. Because most communication we come across or we are part of, we have to listen a lot. We speak less, but we have to listen a lot. So Abhimanyu talked about a lot of examples. He also touched upon why we don't listen. The first thing which I liked about his speech was that he started with a question, and he tried to got everybody's attention. So if you have seen speeches, you will see most good speeches will have something in the beginning which will get everybody's attention. And he did great justice on that. So I'll divide my evaluation in two parts. One is the content and one is the delivery. This speech talks more about delivery, so I'll come to that later on. About the content. So the topic was really, really important. Like I said, listening skills are very important. And he gave a lot of thought about how listening happens. A lot of examples were given, like from KBC to the jungle, and how listening happens, how a brain processes listening. So a good part on that. But I'll suggest one thing about the structure of the speech. See, we have only 5 to 7 minutes. I thought the conclusion never came. So we didn't get a takeaway. The topic of the speech was about how I try to how do I listen better? I think the topic was not given by Toastmaster today. That's also one thing we need to improve upon. But I didn't get a conclusion or takeaway which was missing. The speech went on till red card was shown, so the structure should be improved upon. That is one more point I want to make. Second, about delivery. So, in terms of the voice quality Abhimanyu has, that's really good. He speaks in a way which is very lucid, very easy and calm, which everybody can listen to. That's a great point. He also has a great eye contact with everybody from left to right. That is done. Something to improve on there is that I think you are looking at a paper uh, just to get your points across. Try to avoid that or make them bigger enough so that you can see from the behind. That you don't put down it down. In the beginning, you had little bit collapsed hands, which people might conceive as nervousness. What I suggest is that when you speak, just open your arms and speak, because your voice tone is anyways very soothing. So by doing this kind of gestures, it will become more powerful. And one more thing is that if you have characters in your speech, like you had doctor and all, if you can enact them, like doctor was writing something and you are a patient, using the stage a bit, that will also enhance your message a lot more. So in terms of overall improvement in your speech for a longer term, I say try to structure your speech a little bit better. Assume it you have 5 minutes, only 7 minutes. So 1 minute of opening, 1 minute of conclusion, and 5 minutes for the content. If you can divide this way, your message will come out a little better and people memorize it more. For now, I think you did a great job on speaking. You had great gestures as well. Just improve on certain small things, you will do a great job in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Abhinav, for the evaluation. Now let me call the journal evaluator for the overall.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shailey. Now, before giving my feedback, I would like to call on the tag team. First, I would like to call on timer, Toastmaster Alok, to share the timing details taken by the speakers today.
Time, I think there was one speech is there, and our remaining part was with every topic. I see speech took 7 minutes 4 seconds, and for Dinesh every topic he took 1 minute 43 seconds, and Lakshmi take 1 minute 21 seconds. Vivek took 1 minute 28 seconds. Manjuna was 1 minute 45 seconds, and Gaurav took 2 minutes 52 seconds, and Abhinav took 2 minutes 14 seconds for table topics. And for Abhinav, for evaluation part, he took 3 minutes 14 seconds for evaluation for the speech. That's it for my side.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alok, for noting the timings. Now I would like to call on stage the accountant, Toastmaster Ravindra.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So after gingerly watching the speeches, I could find a few in the speeches, the R's and other things, overused words. So coming to Abhimanyu, he has used R's 4 times, and overused words like and so is used, and 3 times and so 2 times. And Shailey used overused words so 6 times and 6 times. And Devi used and 2 times, so 7 times. And Rakshani used R 2 times, and Vivek used R 6 times, and R 2 times. So that's it, my report. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ravindra. Whatever role you take, you make it so lively with the poker face and that witty comedy. So, thank you so much for entertaining us. Next, I would like to call on stage the English teacher, as I mentioned, Toastmaster Abhimanyu.
So I'm very happy that okay, I used so I'm very happy that Ravindra finally used gingerly and Shailu used, but I'm very disappointed that no one else used it. So he used gingerly. Oh, I'm sorry. Devi also mentioned it. So 3 people and phrase of the day Shailu managed to use it. No one else. But okay. Never mind. Good usages from the meeting. So I noted a few good usages. From Abhimanyu's speech, I could note power of listening. Feeling slighted, it's a good use to say, you're belittled or something. Cardinal sin is a good usage. And disengage. So these were the good phrases and words I found. And as Abhinav already said that his way of speaking and sentence structuring is very natural. So it feels very easy to listen to you. So we get empowered to listen when you speak. Power of listening. Now Dinesh used a tiny sliver of light, I think, during the table topic speech. So that was great. And Dakshayani used fun and dandy and standing up for yourself. Those are the good usages. And also I would like to mention that Shailey uses a very lucid language and expresses her emotions, what she really feels. So that's really easy to observe and listen. So that is great. And yeah, we could have used POTD. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abhiksha. Now it's time to give my evaluation. We started on time, that is 3:01. So kudos to everyone, especially the organizing members. And also I can see that it's 4:14, so we are very good to close. Like as a club, we decided that we'll make the meeting up to 1 hour 30 minutes. So we are about to close it. So kudos to the executors of today's meeting, especially the role takers. Now coming to Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Krishna Chaitanya. Toastmaster Krishna Chaitanya, you stated the Toastmaster vision, mission, and the energy you have brought in the opening session was really commendable. So kudos to you on that. Now coming to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Devi. You're awesome as usual. So you started with an important announcement about the area contest, and then what we feel in Toastmasters is a recognition and giving value to the members. So you recognize members that they are taking roles at the area contest. So kudos to you on that, and thank you so much. Then value of Toastmasters, and also the special ceremony happened today, that the induction of Manjuna. So thank you for making it happen, and we make sure like these we can continue for every new member who joins. Now, one improvement, like whenever we start the meeting, we just try to bang the gavel, so to mark the initialization. So next time we'll make sure it happen. Now coming to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Shailey. She has taken this Toastmaster of the day role for the first time, and she very nicely executed the whole meeting without any flaw. She knows each and every aspect and every block of the meeting, how it goes, and she was very fluent all across. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Shailey, on that. Very nicely. You was very much energetic. You were very much engaging. You have never left any of the member behind. You are just trying to engage with everyone. Just one feedback, as Toastmaster Abhinav also said, whenever the speaker comes, we just try to make sure the name and the title, especially the title, we should make sure that it's very much clear to everyone. Otherwise, it was amazing. Coming to the speaker, Toastmaster Abhimanyu, you are, I'm your fan. Your graph is going like this. So kudos to you on that. You were very much energetic, passionate, and the way you engaged the audience, that was really commendable. Kudos to you on that. And again, one point mentioned by Toastmaster Abhinav. Now, as you are going to becoming a top-notch speaker, so I just advise you not to use the supporting documents. If you feel that you are missing something, just try to bring in your personal story that you can just adjust yourself. Like whenever you are on stage, you are speaking something, and the audience not going to know like what is your next sentence or what is your next word. It's you are the hero on the stage. if you can say I fell in the puddle, everyone will believe if you don't also. So just make sure you just avoid. I know it's not very much easy, but yes, we can do that.
No, thank you for driving home the point.
Yeah, so kudos to you on that. Coming to the evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Abhinav, thank you so much for such a clinical and pure evaluation. Like there was no any bias in the evaluation, which I felt. You not only given the praise point, but also you have highlighted what was important to improve the speech. And in Toastmaster, we always believe that improvement is the key to drive your path towards improving a better communicator or a leader. So thank you so much, Abhinav, for that. And now coming to the table topic master, Toastmaster Devi, it is her project, level 2, project 2. And the purpose of the project is to demonstrate the ability to listen to the others what they say. So in this project, she has to take up the table topic master role. And as a general evaluator, I will be evaluating Toastmaster Devi across. The very first thing we know, the difference between listening and hearing. Can anyone tell what is the difference between listening and hearing?
Listening is internalizing really what someone is saying.
Perfect.
And hearing is just blah 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 blah.
Just getting. So just take an example. Listening to songs normally, or listening to songs normally and listening to Arijit Singh song during the heartbreaks. Then we can know Channa Mere, then we can process the lyrics. So that is listening. So, and today Toastmaster Devi has beautifully taught us the value of active listening. When she was on stage with a bright smile, everyone was feeling confident and eager to come on the stage and to take up the speeches. So, and the very main point in today's purpose of this speech is to make sure that she is giving back what she is listening. So whoever the speaker was on the stage after that speech, she was adding the limb to the speaker, and it was a very personalized touch which she was giving. So kudos to you, Devi, on that, and I'm really happy to say that you have beautifully check marked the objective and the purpose of this speech, and the title was very apt and it was easy, and the way Toastmaster Devi was supporting the speaker to take on the topic and to think on the topic, and the way she was provoking all the audience to come on the stage and take up the topic is really commendable, Toastmaster Devi. It also shows that the leader you are becoming. So kudos to you on that. One improvement I would like to share. In the initial, you explained about the table topic process, how it happens. But if you could have told about the benefit of table topics, like by attempting the table topic, you will understand or you will learn quick thinking. You will learn how to encourage creativity inside you. So that is the thing. And also, if you can reiterate the timings, like 1 minute or whatever, 1.5 minutes and 2 minutes, just like that. And yes, everything was well aligned. So kudos to you. You have successfully cleared the objective. So kudos to you, Toastmaster Devi. And wonderful job by all my tag team and everyone, especially the table topic speaker. The speaker took the courage to come on the stage, especially our guest who took up the first time on the stage. And the way they have spoken today, it really showed that the topic was really apt. And they were confident enough to speak in this audience where all are very new to the guest, for example. So kudos to you, all the speakers. With this, I think we are done for my evaluation. So thank you so much for taking part in today's meeting. With this, I would like to call on stage the presiding officer, Toastmaster Devi, to wrap it up.
Thank you so much. So, how was today's meeting?
Great.
We are getting better, right? After that long break we had, and then we are trying to gain the momentum of amazing meetings that we are known for. So to begin with, I was really happy that we almost started on time. We started at 3:01 p.m. So next time we'll start at 3 p.m. And we will, I think we'll end also on time. So kudos to each one of you that you joined early, and great participation from everybody. So to wrap up the theme of the day, can anybody tell me who is the first Iron Lady of the world? Okay. Any other answer? No, of the world. First Iron Lady of the world. She's the Nightingale of No, it's
I know.
okay. Iron Lady is usually given to the women who have created a pathway to the women in a most extraordinary way. And it is not easily, like there are very few iron ladies. For example, Indra Nui is called as an iron lady because she has created the pathway in the field of industry. And retail is again a very difficult industry for women. So the first Iron Lady of the world is Margaret Thatcher. She was the first British president, prime minister, and she was known for her leadership and various policies and structure that she has brought into the British politics. Interestingly, Ravindra gave the answer to the second question which I was about to ask. The first Iron Lady of India is Indira Gandhi, who happens to the Iron Lady before the World Iron Lady. So we gave first Iron Lady to the country before the world got it. So that's what India is known for. Right? Very happy Women's Day once again because we may not meet on 8th. Some of us might meet. So what I observed in today's meeting, including myself, we used a lot of fillers today. This is not which we usually do. We use less R's and less fillers. I think we have to start working on that. I loved the way Toastmaster Shailey came forward and she wanted to take up TMOD, and also Alok also coming forward to taking up the roles. Kudos to you. You are extremely new, and you also Vivek that you came forward and you wanted to test the waters. So we should continue this momentum, and participation is the key. More members join in person. I would prefer in person or online if not possible. The quality of the meetings will improve. We do not have to prepare anything per se for that. It will happen organically. So let's strive towards that and make this a memorable experience to each one of us. Apart from that, I think pointers are already covered by General Evaluator and TTM Abhinav that the topics were not very clear. Even me, I should have clearly repeated the table topics as well as when Toastmaster Shailey was announcing, so that it becomes very prominent that who is the speaker and what is the topic that we are going to speak about. So on that note, let's get into the voting. So there will be a ballot, there will be a QR code. You can use that to vote who you felt is the best speaker and best evaluator of the day, as well as the role taker. So can someone share it on the screen for everybody?
Guests are also encouraged to do that.
How you felt about today's session? Any feedback or any suggestion, or what was your objective of coming here? Let's start with that.
Yeah, my objective was to improve my public speaking only.
Okay.
So I can get more confident to speak in a random group spontaneously. So like I was not very much clear about how the meeting structure is and that. So I was learning it while progressing through it. So yes, like I would like to know more about how like things work, uh, how the meeting proceeds.
Sure. Sure. We will explain you in detail about it. You were able to have the scan done.
Yes,
Can you share it again?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Spurti. I think you joined us late. Can you come on video or just unmute yourself and share your experience of joining us today for the session? Hi.
Actually, I missed the session, most of it. Like I just realized, okay, I have gone past like 4:15 or something, so I have missed the actual session. But I think I will join future session because I am also a new one to the Toastmasters Club. I have not been able to join frequently, but I'll try to join in the future sessions. It's a great. Thank you.
Look forward to having you more often. So we meet every Thursdays between 3 to 4:30. You can join in person or offline. The structure, let me know once the voting is done. So the structure, how it works is like we have prepared speeches and the table topics like you participated, Vivek. To give your speech, you have to be a member of the club, and because you choose a pathway and then it suggests which kind of speeches you should deliver. And for table topics, you can come as a guest. There is no limitation to that until you get comfortable that this is what I want to do. And that's what it is, because the overall idea is to enhance our public speaking skills. So I myself have not voted. Just give me a second. Anyone else is there online as a guest, Ravindra?
No. We have got 11 responses. Anyone else?
I am there.
11 responses we got.
No.
Yeah, 12 responses.
Do you like to announce?
Yeah.
So the best speaker is Abhimanyu. Best evaluator is Abhinav. Best table topic speaker is Gaurav. The fun element always sells. General evaluator, best role taker, Toastmasters. Best auxiliary role taker, Abhib Shah, Toastmasters. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. And with that, we declare that the meeting is adjourned. Yeah. We have an informal gathering mostly. We will continue that offline members, and whoever is present offline, please come forward. We'll take a quick picture.
Close the recording.